Welcome to the podcast, where today we explore DeepSeek R1, a new AI model that is not only powerful and affordable, but also transparent. We will delve into how this model allows users to observe its thought process, a feature that sets it apart from many other AI models in the market today.
All right, so get this. A small company with basically no money just completely flipped the AI world on its head. We're talking the stock market went crazy, big companies are freaking out the whole 9 yards. You ready to jump in? Today, we are going to unpack DeepSeek, their AI model R1, and what it all means for AI in the future.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. DeepSeek, they started as a quantum trading company, not like some huge Google-type company, and then kind of just fell into AI as like a side thing. They were using extra computer power to see what they could make.
It's like the ultimate underdog story, but $5 million developing R1, which is nothing compared to what the big companies are spending.
But here's the thing, R1 is like right there with, and sometimes even better than all the top AI models out there.
And that's causing a ton of problems for the big companies. When R1 came out, Nvidia's stock, Nvidia, the best of the best for GPUs, it dropped by almost 18%. We're talking almost $500 billion gone in a single day. It made everyone in tech rethink where AI is going. So let's break down like what makes R1 so special. First of all, it's huge, 671 billion parameters. Imagine each parameter as like a tiny brain cell in the AI's neural network. More parameters means it can learn more and do more complex stuff.
But it's not just about like raw power. DeepSeek has this clever trick, they call it mixture of experts. Think of it like a Swiss Army knife. Instead of using all 671 billion parameters for everything, R1 only uses the tools it needs at the time.
It's super efficient, right? It needs less computer power, less time to learn, and it's way cheaper to run than other models like GPT-4. That changes the game for everyone, not just the big tech companies.
Totally. DeepSeek's system for connecting to it is like 30 times cheaper than ChatGPT. It's like getting a fancy sports car for the price of a used bike. This kind of price change could make AI development available to everyone.
Now, smaller companies, startups, even just regular developers can have this kind of AI power, and they don't need $1 billion to do it. It's like everyone can play, now let's see what you can make. And that could lead to so much new stuff, like inventions in areas we haven't even thought of yet.
Definitely, we're seeing people using R1 for all sorts of things. Writing movies, making music, writing code in different programming languages. And because it's cheaper, they can try things out and make changes faster. It's really pushing the limits of what's possible.
Speaking of pushing limits, one of the coolest things about R1 is that you can actually see how it's thinking. You can watch it analyze information, consider different options, even correct itself. It's like looking into the mind of a super smart machine.
Yeah, that's huge for trusting and understanding AI. If you see how the AI got to an answer, you're more likely to trust it, right? Yeah. This is a big step towards getting rid of the fear that AI is like a black box, something we don't understand and can't control.
And this is completely different from what a lot of the big tech companies are doing. They keep their models secret so we don't know how they work or what biases they might have. But DeepSeek did the opposite. They made R1 open source so anyone can see the code.
That's a bold move, and it could change everything about AI. Now anyone can study R1's code, change it, improve it, build on it. This kind of open collaboration could make AI development happen so much faster.
And it didn't stop there. DeepSeek also gives you the option to run R1 on your own computer. You can use tools like LM Studio or Alama. You don't have to rely on the cloud or worry about your data being sent to some big server farm.
That's a huge win for people who care about privacy. Running R1 locally keeps your data safe on your machine. It also gives you more control so you can adjust the model to fit your needs.
So we've got incredible performance, super cheap prices, radical transparency, and you can even run it on your own computer. It's like DeepSeek checked all the boxes and then added a few more.
It's amazing how they did all this with so little money. It really shows how smart they are and how much they want to make AI accessible to everyone.
And that accessibility is key, because this could change so much more than just the tech world. We're talking about a possible revolution in education, healthcare, scientific research, all kinds of fields.
Imagine students learning with personalized AI tutors, doctors using AI to diagnose diseases with incredible accuracy, scientists using AI to make breakthroughs in renewable energy or climate change research. These aren't just dreams anymore. They're becoming real thanks to companies like DeepSeek.
Okay, we've covered a lot here. We've seen how DeepSeek came out of nowhere. To challenge the big AI companies with their Model R1, we've talked about its incredible abilities, how cheap it is, and how it can change whole industries. But we're just getting started.
Yeah, there's so much more to talk about. The implications of this technology, the ethical stuff, the potential impact on our lives. So get ready, because we're about to go even deeper into the world of DeepSeek and the future of AI.
Yeah, it's a lot to think about, isn't it? This incredible technology, the good stuff, the risks, the ethical questions. It feels like we're at a fork in the road, and the way we go will decide the future of AI and what it means for humans.
Exactly. We need to be talking about things like bias in AI jobs being replaced by AI, the need for transparency and accountability, making sure humans are still in control. These aren't just theoretical discussions. They have real consequences that will affect all of us.
And these conversations need to happen everywhere, in schools, in companies, in government. We all have a part to play in shaping the future of AI.
Absolutely. And one of the best things about the DeepSeek story is that it's made people all over the world start talking about these issues. People are starting to pay attention, ask questions, demand more transparency and accountability from the companies making AI.
It's like a wake-up call, right? It reminds us that we can't just sit back and let technology decide our future. We need to be actively involved in making it.
What are your thoughts on open source AI? Do you think it's a good thing? What worries you? What do you want your role to be in this AI revolution?
Because that's what it's all about, isn't it? Creating a future where AI makes us stronger, improves our lives, and helps us solve some of the world's biggest problems. That's a future worth fighting for.
Couldn't agree more.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of DeepSeek and the future of AI. We hope it's made you curious, challenged your thinking, and given you a lot to consider.
And remember, this is just the start of the conversation. The future of AI is being written right now, and we all have a part to play in writing it. That concludes our episode on the exciting new AI model, DeepSeek R1. Its performance in logical tasks, code generation, creative writing, and mathematics alongside its low cost and accessibility make it a major contender in the field. We hope this episode has given you an understanding of this open source marvel. Please do let us know your opinion on it in the comments, and see you next time.